Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Double Dragon 3, so that's like 6 dragons, right? While it wasn't the first beat-em-up game to exist, Double Dragon definitely qualifies as the first big success story in the genre. The story of Billy and Jimmy Lee going to save Billy's girlfriend did huge numbers in arcades for its good graphics and difficult but satisfying gameplay. Then a year after its release did huge numbers again by hitting the NES. It's definitely one of those games that has aged surprisingly well and become a major breakthrough hit, becoming both a plot point in The Wizard and getting its own movie in 1994 that is certainly something that was filmed, I can tell you that. At the end of the day, it's just satisfying to walk around and beat up losers, and Double Dragon is the grandfather of that, laying the foundation for many excellent games to come. There were quite a lot of sequels to Double Dragon, of varying degrees of quality, and that's where things do get confusing, as there would be multiple versions of each release that could be wildly different. For example, Double Dragon 2 The Revenge was different between the NES and arcade, while Double Dragon 3 The Sacred Stones on the NES was developed in complete parallel to Double Dragon 3 The Rosetta Stone for all other systems. The Game Boy version, developed by small British developer and publisher The Sales Curve, was based on the Rosetta Stone version of the game. That's a good thing, since the arcade version of Double Dragon 3 was received far better than the NES version, which is the game with the infamous Bimmy and Jimmy typo. That's probably why the subtitle of the Game Boy release was literally The Arcade Game. And speaking of the brothers, there are Bimmy and Jimmy on the box art. They're all muscly and glistening, but all I can focus on is how much the city is going to hell behind them. Seriously guys, maybe you should just move. This city looks like a lost cause. That's enough backstory, time for punching. Let's get our kicks in with Double Dragon 3. Aw yeah. I'm ready to do some punching and or kicking. Double Dragon 3. Good music. Alright, off to a good start. Let's see. Oh wow. This is a bit of a novelty, but the fact that it's the text moving rather than the arrow is kind of amazing. Aw, it's Billy and Jimmy. What happened to Bimmy? When they return home 2 years later, they met a fortune teller. Find the Rosetta Stones, this will take you to Egypt. Good graphics for a cutscene. So the goal is go to Egypt and die. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on, give me a sec. Punch, punch, punch. What? Okay, surely I'm doing something wrong. Kick, kick, kick. Oh, wait. No, it can't be. I must be doing something wrong. It can't be this bad. Okay, I can buy stuff. I'd like 1 weapon and 1 power-up, please. What is that weapon usage? Okay, hang on. Now we can finally pay attention. A to poke. B to kick. A, B to jump. Oh, God. Oh, this isn't good at all. Okay, when I just started the game, I was like, okay, maybe this will be, maybe I'm just jumping into it too quickly. No, it's really awkward. Yeah, enemies can just instantly hurt you. Like, there's no real rhyme or reason to who gets the first shot in. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm just kind of stun-locked. Both in the game and in real life. This is really bad. Okay, so I'm mashing A, but since there's 3 of them, and they're juggling their punches, it's almost impossible to hit them. Is there something I missed? What? Oh, what? Hitting select turns the audio off, but just the music. My God, this is bad. I'm really in awe right now. I'm still technically on the first part of the first stage. We've lost 2 lives. There's no combos. It's very difficult to actually hit enemies. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Maybe? Yes, it is. What? Oh my God, this is bad! I am shocked right now. Double Dragon was usually known for quality. Oh good, we get to do it again. Although I suppose Bimmy and Jimmy should have been a tip-off that none of the 3s were gonna work very well. Okay, I'm no longer able to do the jump kick. Good. This is definitely not even a Game Boy thing. We've played much, much better beat-em-ups on the Game Boy. I don't think there's a way to block. Hang on. I just need to check a guide to make sure I'm not doing something wrong. I'm not. I'm doing everything right. The game just sucks. Like the jump kick. Jump kick is usually the best move in Double Dragon, but here they can interrupt you with it. There's no actual, like, smoothness to the combat. It's not satisfying at all. This feels like the kind of thing you can play on the Tiger Electronic. This is one of those times where all I can do is be shocked at how bad it is. Just really, truly awful in every conceivable way. Oh my god, this level is still going. The first stone is in China. Your battle is waiting, Double Dragon. Excuse me, do you think the main character's name is Double Dragon? Hi. Trick? Sure. And weapon. Oh! I did something new. I guess that was the trick. You get it. Oh, wait, what? You get it sometimes. But it's not helping. I no longer feel like I'm in control of this game. Oh, it's because this hurricane kick, the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyakuken, has, like, weird momentum. Oh my god, the world's most impotent nunchucks. It's like I'm flailing a sausage at them. Wow. Just awful. Just shockingly bad. Oh. And that's it. I died. And you know what? I'm not even gonna try again. I don't need to. This section of the video might be a little shorter, but I don't care. This game is god-awful, and I refuse to play it anymore. The end. Congratulations, Double Dragon the movie. You're no longer the worst Double Dragon-related thing I've seen. I don't even know where to start on this one. I guess I could say the graphics were alright and the music was decent, but that's where any positives of this game end, because when it comes to the actual gameplay, this ranks extremely high on the list of worst games I've ever touched on Game Boy Roulette. We're gonna have to break this down in full to really explain what makes this game so awful, but it comes down to the general 3 rules of what beat-em-ups have to be: simple to play, difficult but not impossible, and generally satisfying. Double Dragon 3 completely missed on all 3 accounts. I suppose technically it is simple to play, but only because there were so few attacks you could do, but I kind of feel like that's missing the point. Forgive me for getting technical, but a beat-em-up should allow you to beat your enemies up, and I have literally never played a beat-em-up game that was worse at that. Enemies could punch through your attacks and send you flying, the weapons had such short range that they were useless, even the all-powerful jump attack was totally ineffective as you would just get hit out of it. Each battle was a chore, guaranteeing you'd take a ton of damage from every enemy, so I was pretty much dead by the time I had beaten a single stage. I do not say this lightly, but this game was genuinely unplayable. It is very, very rare that I don't play at least 10 minutes of a game for Game Boy Roulette, but this one was so awful, so totally irredeemable, that I gave up after only 8. Yoda Stories remains the worst game I've ever played on Game Boy Roulette, but I think we have a lock for number 2, and honestly I could see it moving up one once I have more time to think about it. Avoid this one like the plague, and play literally any other beat-em-up game. And come to think of it, maybe Bimmy and Jimmy isn't actually that embarrassing, comparatively speaking. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.